Hello, welcome to this podcast series, Lifelong Learning with Dee. My name is Dee, a UK-based Transformational and Mindset Coach. I help people with personal growth and development as well as career change. In this podcast series, I will explore various subjects such as coaching, spirituality, and personal development. In this episode, we will continue our journey in the world of tarot. In the last episode, I gave you a brief introduction of what tarot is and went through the first 12 Major Arcana cards. In today's episode, I will continue talking about how to interpret the rest of the Major Arcana cards. Before we start, a quick recap on what tarot is, if you haven't got a chance to check out the previous episode. So tarot is an ancient divination that began in 14th century Europe. It is a great tool for self-discovery, psychological awareness, and spiritual awakening. Traditional tarot decks consist of 78 cards, which includes 22 major and 56 minor arcana cards, portraying symbolic archetypes that allow us to tap into our intuition and gain clarity through tarot card readings. The word arcana means secret or hidden, while arca was a deep chest or box. So the major arcana are big secrets and the minor arcana are little secrets. The 22 cards of the major arcana represent the big life lessons and overarching themes in your life and your soul's journey. Now let's get the second part of the journey started. So the 13th card is a hangman, which is associated with the number 12 and also the planet of Neptune. The hangman suggests that you might need to look at things from a different angle. Sometimes the only way to progress is to pause and reassess the path that you're taking. Please don't be afraid to put things on hold while you take time out to refresh your perspective. If you're open to new ways of thinking and seeing, exciting new opportunities may open up. Something new may be emerging, so please make sure that you're in the right position to spot it. Here are also a couple of keywords which are associated with this card. So for example, transition, anticipation of progress, taking one step back to leap forward, or changing priorities. When this card is in the reverse position, it might indicate that you are too busy as a way of distracting yourself from a deeper discontentment, so please make space to tune in and listen. The 14th card is the Death card, which is associated with the number of 13 and also the element of water. But please don't get scared because Death is a positive card, signaling new opportunities, transformation and renewal. A life phase that no longer serves you is coming to an end. While one door is closing, another one opens. So please be accepting of the new possibilities that are hidden behind it. And please let go of unhealthy or limiting attachments in your life. Try not to resist, embrace the transformation and leave the past behind. The future is shining. When this card is in the reverse position, it may indicate that it is time for meaningful change in your life, but you are resisting it, and you may feel stuck in limbo. Say yes to a new beginning and surrender to your future. So just to summarize here, the keywords which are associated with this card are endings, new beginnings, and transformation. Now moving on to the Temperance card, which is associated with the element of fire. It is a card that asks you to blend different aspects of your life or mix things in the right proportion and create something positive for yourself. Temperance, as the word suggests, represents the balancing of energies and the knowledge that by adding more information or taking away unnecessary behaviors, we create answers to problems. It signifies serenity, balance, and moderation. You have found inner tranquility and peace of mind to let unimportant things flow by, like water in a stream. Please use this to bring harmony to your relationships. You feel truly in touch with your values and aspirations. You are patiently following the guidance of your inner voice. The key words which are associated with this card are tranquility, balance, moderation, blending, and patience. When this card is in a reverse position, you may have a lack of harmony, too many emotions or feelings overriding the stillness within. The next card is the Devil's card, which is associated with the element of earth and number 15. The devil represents your dark side, the bad habits, unhealthy addictions, negative thought patterns, or destructive relationships that hold you back from being the best person you can be. You are a slave to your desires, choosing instant pleasure or material luxury over the nourishment of your inner self. Now that you recognize this is a dangerous path, you can take control of your destiny. You might feel trapped, but you have the power to slip free of these chains. When this card is in the reverse position, you're on the verge of a breakthrough. It's time to wrest back control of the behaviors and beliefs that hold you hostage. Don't be afraid, you can do it. Here are a couple ways which you can respond to this card. 1. Journal about any areas in your life where you feel trapped. And then you can set an intention to free yourself from habits or thoughts that enslave you. And then finally, you can also reconnect with the spiritual through chanting, meditation, or spending time in nature. Now, moving on to the card of the Tower, which is associated with the element of fire and the number 16. The key words for this card are sudden change, destruction, chaos, and disaster. This card means that the radical change is coming, sudden, unexpected, and life-altering upheaval. It may be a tragic and traumatic event. Please don't fight it. As you're forced to question everything you thought was true, you realize that the world was built on false foundation. The Tower brings a blessing in disguise. Now you can reconstruct on firmer ground, with all the wisdom that comes from having survived the worst. When this card is in the reverse position, you can see the crisis coming, and you're doing everything you can to avoid it. Please don't resist. The Tower is unstable. It must fall. Here are a few ways which you can respond to this card. You can either try guided meditation to manage stress and anxiety, or connect with pain or fear by journaling through your Tower experience. Or, if you're in a relationship, please make sure that communication with your partner is strong and open, ready to deal with any challenge. Now, moving on to the next one, the Star card, which is associated with the element of air and the number 17. The key words for this card are hope, renewal, and inspiration. The Star card represents the blessings of the universe. You have come through tough times with a rejuvenated sense of yourself and the world around you. You've uncovered your resilience and inner power. Your hope and faith have been renewed, and it is time to take hold of the magic flowing around you. Now that you can really appreciate all that you have, you're ready for great personal and spiritual growth. When this card is in the reverse position, it may indicate that you may be feeling hopeless and defeated, drained by the difficulties you have been through, and it is time to draw a line under the past and move forward. In response to this card, you can either practice guided chakra meditation to keep the magic energy flowing, or you can reflect upon your personal goals. It may be time to reassess. Please make sure that you're reaching for the stars. Now, moving on to the Moon card, which is related to the number of 18, the element of water, and also the zodiac sign of Pisces. The key words for this card are illusion, anxiety, subconscious, and dreams. When the Fool first confronts the moon, he had just been inspired by the star, but now he's beset by so many thoughts and feelings. He is bewildered. When you feel lost, it's very hard to know where to turn. When we come face to face with the shadow of ourselves, we may feel unrealistic, and we must learn to trust our intuition. When the moon card is in a reverse position, it could indicate that you have begun to confront the illusion and self-deception in your life. You're merging with a new sense of liberty and transformation. Coming up next is the Sun card, which is associated with the element of fire, and number 19. The keywords for this card are positivity, happiness, confidence, and freedom. Happiness, joy, and success are coming your way. The sun bursts with life-giving strength and abundance. And no matter what you choose to do, your radiant, positive energy shines, attracting others to your warmth and helping you through tough times. You are full of energy and confidence, basking in the love of the universe, and you've been called to tap into your power and shine your light into the world around you. You have the vitality to spare, be present, and share the love. When this card is in a reverse position, it may indicate that you may be feeling a bit negative, but the clouds will soon clear, and please let the sun peek through. In response to this card, it'd be good to gather with your friends, cherish good times, and spread your positive energies. Or you can connect with your solar plexus chakra to feel the radiance of your inner power. I also made an episode on 7 chakras, so if you haven't got a chance to check that out, I will drop a link in the description box or the show notes. Okay, so now we got 2 Major Arcana cards left. Moving on to the next one, which is a Judgment card. It is associated with the element of fire, number 20, and also the planet of Pluto. So the keywords which are associated with this card is self-evaluation, awakening, and purpose. Now you have reached a very important moment in your personal journey. You possess the clarity to evaluate your progress, and the Judgment card calls you to raise yourself to the next level. It is a moment of spiritual awakening. If you're faced with a major decision, look to the lessons you have learned from the past and make your choice based on a balance of intellect and intuition. Trust your judgment and listen to your inner voice. You've already on the right path. When this card is reversed, you may be judging yourself too hard for the past mistakes, and it's time to take some time out and practice self-love and self-care. The final Major Arcana card is the World card, which is related to the element of Earth, number 21, and the planet of Saturn. The keywords which are associated with the World card are completion, achievement, and fulfillment. In any layout, the World is a positive card. There's always a sense of accomplishment and prosperity. Everything is working for us, dynamic, moving, vibrant, and alive as the world itself. Finally, the Fool is now living out his true potential and sees that life is meaningful and he has a purpose in it. He has realized that all the different little bits of him, whether negative or positive, make up the wholeness of himself. And likewise, when you draw this card, you have a sense of individual values and wholeness. In response to this card, please honor your achievements with anything that makes you feel very happy, or reflect in your journal about the spiritual lessons you have learned on your journey. When this card is in the reverse position, It may indicate that you have not accomplished what you set out to do. Maybe you have taken shortcuts along the way, or maybe it is time to start again. So, here are all the 22 Major Arcana cards in the world of tarot. However, there is so much more in this world. There are also 56 minor arcana cards and so much more. So if you want to listen to another episode, please let me know. So that has brought us to the end of this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it and find it interesting. If you have any feedback or comment, please feel free to get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from you. So have a lovely weekend. Take care of yourself as always, and I will speak to you in my next one. Bye for now.